In 7.4, we're going to be doing hypothesis testing for proportions, and I'm going to go through an example for you on page 401, and I'm going to use number 9 on smokers. And it says that less than 25% of U.S. adults are smokers. That's our claim. We take a random sample of 200 U.S. adults. 18.5% say that they are smokers. So at alpha equal 0.05, is there enough evidence to reject the researcher's claim? So what I'm going to do is, first of all, write down all of my data and sketch it out. They're claiming that it's less than 25%. So I have here my H0 and my HA statement, and this one is going to be my claim, my HA, that it's less than 25%. My p-hat from my study is 0.185 or 18.5% with an alpha of 0.05. Now notice this is pointing to the left, so I have a left-tailed test. And because it's a p-test, or using a proportion, we are using the z-scores. So I'm going to try to find my cutoff, and I'm going to use my calculator to do that. I can go just to my chart, my z-chart, or I can go to the inverse norm function. And, well, I better clear that out. My inverse norm function, if I put in 0.05, will tell me that that cutoff is a negative 1.645. So I'm going to put a negative 1.645 so I know where that line is. And now I'm going to put my data in, and since it is a test, a hypothesis test, I'm going to use stat and tests. I'm going to go down to number 5, which is the one proportion z-test. So number 5, and now it asks for p0. And notice my p0 is going to be the same as what I have in my h0 statement. So it'll be a 0.25. My x value, the x value is the actual number you get when you take your 18.5% times your n value, which was 200, to find out the number of people that said they were smokers. So I'm going to put in 0.185 times 200 and make the calculator do that for me. Notice it gives me back my x value of 37. N, 200. And now since it's a left-tailed test, I choose that left-tailed option and go down to calculate. Notice I have a z-score of negative 2.123. That will put it down here in the rejection zone. So negative 2.123. So if I'm here, that means I'm rejecting the null. And so I am going to actually be supporting their claim. Now you also have a p-value of 0.0169. P equals 0.0169, and you can use that also, because if that is less than your alpha, if p is less than alpha, that means also that you reject the null. Anytime p is less than alpha, reject the null. You get the same results whether you use this p-value or whether you use your critical value compared to your test statistic. And so what we're going to be doing is saying that we are going to support the claim of the study because the evidence shows that less than 0.25% are claiming to be smokers.